left and now all the back was good. And then
It's really not back road. Second hall is all the rivers, nice little village. All renovated, backwards there, condos.
it doesn't store into the.
That's right now, pretty much.
Oh, okay.
A lot closer to coming out.
Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and read a few now. Next, a couple new ones. One for spring called I Am. Oh, my name is Bruce Whealton, and I'm gonna be having these every month here. So hopefully they'll pick up and all. This one's called I Am. I am like this poem written on the first day of spring, indeed the warmest day of the year. This year, there will be new life, new revisions. I'm ripe with imagination. I see leaves on still bare trees, and so can you. Just pause with me, read with me, look, look, see what I see, even when there's nothing there. I want to be read, I want to be loved, I want to be born again, reinvented, revised and revised and revised forever. This one's about being lost. It's called Lost. I don't know if you ever felt that way in life, where you're just lost, like you went down the wrong turn and you're just on some road and it's just really horrible, and that happened to me years ago, and so this one's called Lost. It's picked up by Port City Poets blog. Hopefully it'll be picked up by other bigger publications sometime too. How could I have gotten so lost? I thought I recognized where I was going until it hit me that I didn't know where I was heading or what road I was on. It was dark. The road signs made no sense. So I drove faster and faster. Eventually something would make sense, I thought. Fear began to rise in me, an existential fear of total isolation. More. So I decided to get off the road I was on, to turn down another road. It was a bizarre choice. There was nothing familiar about this road onto which I was turning. I had no idea where it would lead. Some vague and unknown instinct told me to turn. I've had this dream more than once. I try to think about its meaning, adding my commentary as an omnipotent voice in the dream. That last turn before I wake up, I would never have taken that turn if anything at all about the road I had been on was at all familiar. And if I had not been so desperately and passionately scared and lost. I always wake up shortly after making the turn in the dream, because instead of relieving my fear, I begin to feel even more terrified, a sense of foreboding, an even greater existential fear than I had known previously. I think even in the dream state, I decide, no, I cannot face this, so I wake up. Yet there's never a resolution, never a coming to understand how I could have gotten so lost. And the next one I want to read was picked up by, it's going to be appearing in Scott Owen's publication, Wild Goose Poetry Review. It's called An Infinite Beach. On some beach that never ends, I'm with her. And just for a moment, I pretend that things never end, never change. That sometimes, moments like this, we walk hand in hand forever. This is my greatest desire, to stop time like this. And there's just this place, just these beach sounds, and just she and I. This one's called I Wrote a Love Poem Once. I wrote a love poem once. But it was good. I remember it was good. The love. It's a love poem. It was many years ago. Lost. Lost in the fire, as it were. The love. The love poem. I forget how it goes. The love. The love poem. I just cannot remember the words I wrote. But I know I wrote a love poem once. And let's see. Dreamlike visions. In this dreamlike vision, I lay in her lap while her hair flows in the gentle wind. Is this real? I reach up to touch her, but she's gone, gone, gone. I am alone, laying in the sand. Looking skyward, I see her in a vision. She searches for me, calling my name, saying, I am his and he is mine. I try to get back to find her in that infinite beach where we would walk hand in hand or lay in the sand, holding each other together forever. The vision, the dream, ends too soon. Complete. Okay. Thank you. I think we'll let the next poet go. Do you want to read something?
Oh, yeah.
Thank you.
Please.
Okay. So we'll let Janie introduce yourself.
Okay. I'm Jane Hooper, and I'm going to just pick several things from this. Sometimes I like really short pieces, and occasionally I like something a little bit longer. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
I can. A lot of my poetry has a reference to stroke and a word that you might not be familiar with, which is aphasia, which is the word that refers to the loss of language, the impairment of speech or written language, which my husband suffered 37 years ago, and so we live with a lot of silence in the house. I guess that's why I'm writing. But anyway, you may hear that word aphasia come up, and then you will hear the word silence occasionally. So I think for tonight, what I will start with is kind of early on in that, with a poem I wrote entitled Stranded, given I can find it. I really thought there'd be so many people here, Bruce.
Yeah,
That there wasn't a chance I would be reading.
Yeah, I tried to.
And of course, a minute ago when I opened this, I found it right away. So I'm trying to get where I can.
Tried so. There's so many things to promote this, of course.